wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. You already know what time it is. We are ranking some of the best selling makeup products, and we do this by category over here. So if you want to know my thoughts on some of the best selling setting powders that have come out, then let's go. So if you're unfamiliar on how this goes, so we have all the powders I'm going to talk about, right? I've got them all listed, and now we're going to rank them. How the ranking goes from top to bottom. The first one is You Can't Sit With Us, okay? And those are the powders you just can't, the other powders can't sit with them. They're not touching them. Those are the ones you want in your makeup collection because, hello, you can't sit with us. Next is She's Cute. She's not one of those girls, but she's a cute powder. It's a nice powder to have in your collection. After that is Meh. You know, she's neither here nor there. If you pick it up, you're probably gonna like it, but it's very easy to forget about. But it's a cute product, right? So we're just gonna say, meh on that one. Next is If You Like It, I Love It, which means I don't like it, but I love it for you because you like it. So if you like it, continue on. I love that for you. And last is I Don't Know Her. I do know her because I've tried the product. I'm telling you my thoughts on it, but in my mind, I wish I didn't know her because no. So let's get into the first one. So the first powder I have to talk about is the ever so famous Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This retails for $39. I've watched the price go up as the years have gone on. I feel like this used to be like, what, 32? And I think it went to like 35, something like that. It's been a minute with this powder, but I feel like if you're trying makeup, at some point you have tried this powder. Now, where am I going to rank this? Honestly, the original like loose translucent powder and even like the medium dark shade that they came out with years later. She's somewhere between She's Cute and Meh. I kind of want to put her in Meh. She's Cute. We're going to put the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in She's Cute. The honey shade that they came out with in 2020, ever since like lockdown, all this happened, like I feel everything is just a blur. I think it came out last year, but that powder, the honey shade, You Can't Sit With Us. Especially, you know, like we're talking my complexion, you're using me as a reference. You can't sit with us. You need that honey shade, okay? That one shade sits in You Can't Sit With Us because of the color of the shade. The actual powder though, it is very much so, you know, man, it's gonna perform well on your face when you wear it, but you'll try other powders where you're just like, oh, wait a minute, this is it. And this is kind of just like She's Cute, She's Meh. So for this video, we're gonna put it in She's Cute, okay? The honey shade goes in You Can't Sit With Us, but the powder in general, let's say She's Cute. Next up is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder. You Can't Sit With Us. The things that powder does to your under eye when you set with it, I mean, airbrush, flawless, that is very much so what it is giving on your face. Now, the actual shades that it comes in, I think they've expanded. Oh, this retails for $45. I don't believe I said that. I think this comes in 4 shades and then 4 mini shades. They have expanded as well. You know, if we got like a couple more shades, it would be a full-blown like You Can't Sit With Us, because this powder, it's one, if you haven't tried it before, it is like a best-selling powder. You should try it. If you find a shade that you feel works for you, I'm telling you, this powder. So this one is going to have to go in You Can't Sit With Us, okay? Now this is a controversial one, and I have my thoughts on it, but it is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder. This retails for $32, comes in 8 shades, I think, if I can count right. Okay. The setting powder, the original foundation, they are very mattifying. Like, you know, oil control, all of that. I believe Rihanna has oily skin, so it makes sense like the first powder she puts out, the first foundation she puts out are geared towards oily skin. So for oily skin out there listening, if you're looking for a mattifying oil controlling powder, this would go in You Can't Sit With Us, okay? Everybody else who is not looking for that, this I would put in She's Cute. because it's still a good powder. But with this, if you're not looking for like straight up oil control mattifying type thing, you could easily go overboard with this powder, and now your face is too matte. Now it's drying. Like that's when you hear people saying it's drying, stuff like that. So I'm gonna put this in. See, I have oily skin though, so for me, it's a you can't sit with us. But even like me, someone who has oily skin, I don't use it that often. Like if I really, really, really need some oil control, that's when I'm going to break that out. So I feel like when I need it, it's gonna come through and it's a you can't sit with us. But the powder in general, I feel is like a she's cute. You know, I go light with it on the face because I'm at a point now where I don't prefer, I guess is the word, you know, matte type look. So I think for that reason, I'm gonna put this in she's cute. But when I need her to do what it needs to do, it's a you can't sit with us. But we're gonna leave her with Laura in she's cute, just because like it can quickly start, you know, getting dry to matte on the face. Okay, this is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder. This retails for $34. Comes in, I believe, again, 8 shades. Yes, if I can count, and a mini size. You can't sit with us. Listen, she did what she had to do with it. I'm pretty sure it's the powder that had me like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to try what else you have in inventory, because I've tried some of the foundations before, like complexion products, and because of how much perfume is in it, I have sensitive skin, it was too much for me, so I was kind of like staying away from her complexion products. And then I tried the setting powder, and then after I tried the setting powder, I tried like everything else that she had, because I was just that sold on the powder. This is like a nice oil control mattifying powder where it's not drying out my face though. And the shade that I use in this is cinnamon bun. Is it called honey bun or cinnamon bun? Something like that. I don't know. I'll have all of that linked in the description down below. But the shade, a chef's kiss. How it performs on the face, absolutely Huda. Okay, and I also believe she has oily skin, so like her stuff is kind of geared towards, you know, oil control, mattifying, stuff like that. But that powder right here is going to mattify all of that, but how it actually looks on the face is also giving much very, I just woke up like this. Yes, I woke up like this. I've got mattified skin. My oil is controlled. Flawless. Okay, this truly is a throwback. I feel like you need to have been here for a minute to remember this one. It is the voice. It is the Tarte. It is the Tarte. Okay, that's good as we're gonna get. Okay, it is the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. I don't know her. No, absolutely not. This retails for $33. Is this? I'm assuming it's supposed to be a translucent shade. Listen, if the powder is just straight up white, okay, and we're talking like using my skin tone as a reference, I'm not gonna say like absolutely positively run, because I have tried some where it's straight up white and it's not giving flashback on the face. This ain't one of them. Okay, don't do it. I don't know her. I can't even say like, if you like it, I love that for you because it works for you. No, there was no point in this powder being made. Okay, what is this? This is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Loose Setting Powder. This retails for $27. Yes, this is actually a powder that people sleep on a lot. Would I say you can't sit with us? No, I would say she's cute though. This is a very cute powder, especially for my, you know, like everyday, your skin but better, you're wearing makeup but it looks like no makeup, like those type of makeup wearers, you would probably like this powder. It's very much like everyday, simple, just gives your face a nice all over finish type of powder. So that's why she is cute. I need my powders, again, because I have oily skin, to do a little bit more for me. And you know, like when I want to do a little bit more on the face, I need them to do just a little bit more. So that's why she's going in she's cute. But if you're looking for a simple everyday powder, that is a nice powder to have in your collection. Oh, this is the Nye Luxury Powder. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone just calls it the Nye Banana Powder. I've tried several shades in this powder. The banana powder, the deeper powder is like an all over setting powder. The powder itself, I would put in, meh? It might have to go, The powder itself, I can put in she's cute. It's those shades though that they come in that kind of have me wanting to put it in matte, because the shades are just like, you want pigmented shades, you know, if it's a powder that's gonna have pigment in it, but like the way the pigment's in there, it just be giving off for me. So I have to put it in matte, because it's one of those, like, if I pick it up, it's gonna do what it needs to do, but I can easily forget about it, and I can easily pick any other powder that I have in my collection that I'll use more frequently than that one. So that powder is gonna go in matte, but if you pick it up, it's gonna get the job done. You know, like you're probably, okay, don't quote me, you're probably gonna like the outcome of having it on your face, but then the next day will come and you'll be like, banana who? Ben Nye. And now for the other powder, where back in the day, if you weren't using the Nye Banana Powder, you were using this one. It is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. It's just like the memories that start coming back when you say some of these things. It was hard to even find this like screenshot to find this, like where is this sold nowadays, but I'm assuming it's sold on Amazon, because that's where I'm looking at. It's sold on Amazon for $20. No. Like, you know how I said, like, Ben Nye, like, it'll do what it needs to. No, I did not like this powder. Again, mattifying, drying, though. Like, drying, oil control type mattifying powder. The color of it, no, okay? Like, yes, I like a good banana powder, but that was giving, like, crayon banana powder. Like, crayon yellow, yellowy orange type of banana. No, absolutely not. I don't know her, okay? Again, can't even say like, if you like it, I love it for you, because I know a lot of people still to this day love this powder. No, I can't bring myself to lie and say, if you like it, I love it for you, because even for you, I don't. Sorry. Another one that just brings back memories, it is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. You can get this at Walmart, Target. I'm looking at it at Target. It's $6. At Walmart, it's $5.72. I don't know her. No, absolutely not. This, mind you, there was something about this powder where it's like you just breathe. Like, the powder could be over here. You breathe and you take in like 20% of the product. And it's just, I can still taste just sucking this powder in, because it was like even if you tried to not do that, somehow it always ended up being digested in. It was just, no, how the powder actually looks on the face, no, very much so giving cakey on the face, very much so giving you, it looks dry. You know, when you look at, it's kind of want to chip that off your face type. Absolutely not. The colors that it came in, it comes in like a normal like white-ish shade. I tried that. Again, you know, for the most part, if it's like full-blown white, you're my skin tone, don't do that to yourself. I tried like the other shades that it came. No, absolutely not. I even picked it up, I think, again, last year, because I was revisiting, you know, like old makeup products that everyone raved about. And I was like, yeah, there's a reason why everyone left this powder behind, because absolutely not on this powder. I don't know her. I wish I never knew her. I never want to see her again. Even bringing her up, I'm having flashbacks that I don't want to have. No. And the last powder that I have to talk about is the MAC Studio Fix powder. I know some people wear this as powder. Some people will wear it as foundation. Some people use it as, you know, like touch-up powder, that type of thing. So if we're talking about it in that sense, I would have to put this in. I would have to put this in. She's cute. She is cute. Now, y'all know MAC, some of the shades, you know, especially the ones meant for deeper complexions, they do very much so be given orange, that type thing. But if you find the shades that actually work for you, especially with a lot of MAC products, like their stuff, there's a reason why, you know, like, even though they're not as in your face as they were back in the day, you know, with like influencer promotion and then just the stuff that they as a brand put out, even though they aren't really like that anymore, like, it's still one of the most popular makeup brands out there, because their products are going to do what they need to do, and that powder does what it needs to do, especially if you use it to set your under eye. Using it as an all over face setting powder, chef's kiss. Using it on your under eye, it's giving what concealer? You're not wearing concealer. There's no creasing. No, that's your actual skin. Your skin is just that perfect. That's how that powder looks on the face. I'm not putting it with she's cute. I mean, you can't sit with us, but she can definitely sit in she's cute, because it is one when I remember that I own it and I start using it again, I'm like, oh, okay, why did I stop using this? But then I eventually, you know, like forget that it exists. But when I go back to it, it does what it needs to do. So it's still better than matte, which is why you're like, okay, well, if you can easily forget about it, why not put it in matte? Because it's I'm telling y'all, it does what it needs to do on the face. On the under eye, it's giving perfect. On the under eye, it does. So I need to put it in She's Cute. It doesn't go in You Can't Sit With Us because I can forget about it sometimes. So that's where we're going to leave it at She's Cute. And you know, that was the last one that I had to talk about. Sometimes you guys are like, why didn't you mention this or why didn't you mention that? It's usually because it's still like too new of a product to be mentioned in this type of video, because the point of these like best selling all-time things are going back on OG products, like products that I say and you probably forgot it even existed, because if it's recent, then you'll probably have, you know, or an easier time finding reviews on it. You know, something that people were talking about 2 months ago, a year ago, like that's still fairly new, so that's easier. But like, you know, Airspun, if you were like, oh, I saw that in Walmart, I wonder what people think about it, you know, you're gonna have to go back a minute to find people talking about it. So that's why like I stick to those like older-ish type ones, even though like Fenty is still kind of new, but you guys get the point. Like literally, if you go on Sephora, on Ulta, like the ones that rank the first at best selling, like those are the ones that I'm pulling, and they're usually older products and stuff like that. Because I feel like someone's gonna be like, well, why didn't you mention the Pat? You know, what is the Pat? The little small one that Pat came out with. What's that one called? Like that came out last year. If you're wondering what my opinion is, though, You Can't Sit With Us on that powder. But that is why, because you know I have like a recent review of that type thing. That is why. But those were all of the powders that I had to talk about in today's video. Let me know down below some other like OG best selling powders, what you think about them. Let me know about the ones I talked about in this video. If you think they should have been ranked higher, lower, you agree with where they're ranked, let me know all of that down below. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells, all of that down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, 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 yeah.